Hi Collective, welcome to my channel, Mystical Crystal Shadow Work. Hi everyone, so it's going to be another International Women's Day reading. So all my empowered empresses, goddesses, divines, this is the vibration that I'm connecting with today because I'm feeling this very empowered energy, but also there's a lot of divine feminines, Ace of Cups, that are really in this energy of loving themselves, of having this very beautiful self-love. A lot of them are getting, major world cycles are closing out. They are getting ready to get this amazing love that they desire and they deserve because they're closing out major cycles. There's been a big leveling up that's happened. We just had this full moon in Virgo, which is very significant. That happened the day before International Mother or Women's Day. But this full moon in Virgo energy was a major leveling up, right? Being in Pisces season, you're really having the feels of closing out karmic cycles, patterns, whether you realize it or not. You can just feel in this Pisces energy. You know, there's a lot of throat chakra activations that are going on, having you express your emotions and feelings, finally saying those things that you haven't been able to say. But in Pisces season, it's heightened psychic abilities and gifts. A lot of realizations internally are coming out. You're seeing clarity in things. You're starting to assess more of your psychic ability or access. I always mix those two up. You're able to access more of your psychic abilities and gifts, so it's causing you to use them and you to realize these things. So a lot of things are coming to light. A lot of things are being revealed to you guys. So if you had false people in your world, if you had karmic situations and relationships, you're realizing those and that you needed to close them out. And some of you did this just in time too with the Virgo full moon, because you weren't going to repeat cycles and patterns. So, because there's some things off at the distance that have been waiting for you. Some of you literally have your counterparts, have your true loves that have been waiting for you to close out these cycles, right? So, look, tower moment. For a lot of you, like major tower moments, knocking those devils out, right? Source could have been knocking some towers over for some of you as well. Some of these things could have happened out of your control. There definitely was spell work that was going on here. I've been feeling a lot of that. So a lot of illusions have been coming down, right? And for some of you, you're definitely going through an initiation. See the Magician here, but it's like she's being handed the sword, right? Or the wand. It's like, are you ready for this? So for some of you, it was like a big test. You had to tell Divine Source Spirit that you were ready for this. You wanted this leveling up. You were ready to have this power. So it's very beautiful. Like a lot of you went from like Divine Feminine, right, into this Empress, into this goddess energy. So now you're able to assess your goddess power because you had to eliminate the devil. You couldn't have access to your goddess energy and your power having a devil having access to you. So wow, that tower, that, do you see how I just flipped the card like that? That flipped to the tower in reverse. Wow, I'm feeling for a lot of you like this already happened. It was very, very powerful, and that devil is upside down. Somebody may have already healed from this. The Four of Swords is here. I'm getting that rapid healing happen while you were sleeping. And what's interesting, too, is I got a reading yesterday. I forget the one. I think I labeled it All Angels. Literally, like, all the angels came out in that reading. There's been, like, a rapid healing that's been going on. That's interesting because today I've been listening to a lot of healing mantras and stuff, too, and elevating myself and getting rid of attachments and stuff within the chakras because I know that alignment needs to happen. I know that this needs to happen quickly, right? The messages that I was getting to is that they don't want you to stay hung up in this energy because for some of you, these karmic energies, these entities, the devil was blocking you from your divine mission, path, calling, and literally we're at this time for things to rise up. And it's like if you're going to be in this energy of wallowing in this sadness and this, probably needing to take the normal amount of time to heal, you're not going to be in this manifestation power energy. So For a lot of you, it's like you need to heal quickly. You need to realize that you defeated some demons, okay? You were battling, right? And now you need to get in this beautiful energy of love. Now, I feel like explain this too, because I need to explain a little bit of my story. It's going to be beneficial for some of you. So I've been in this strong energy. I was like, you know what? I am not going to let the enemy win by getting any of my tears. I'm not going to be crying. I'm not going to be sad. I'm not going to be in this energy. I guess because I should tell you guys that, you know, I had some devils revealed to me and I had to eliminate some people from my life, right? So I was realizing that they were letting the devil have access to me. So instead of getting mad and angry, like, I'm sending them compassion. I know they need healing. Okay. But still, like, yeah, it hurts, whatever, but I know that I can't stay in that energy, but I also know that I need to release those energies too, and not hold on to them. And I know that Source doesn't want me too closed off, because I do have a divine mission and path, and I need to be open to love. So they've been finding other ways to get me to feel love today, which is so beautiful. Like, I was crying today over a baby fawn and a baby owl that had gotten, actually the baby fawn had gotten brought back to life by somebody that had found it, and it was so beautiful. And the owl, it wasn't really hurt. It was more just scared and had been through a trauma, but it healed from it, and it got the nourishment and support that it needed, and it's beautiful. And I was realizing that was kind of allowing me to feel these emotions, and the compassion, and to, like, let the love and the light back in. And back in, for me, it showed me that I felt it was a test too, to make sure that I can receive love, that I'm not, even though I'm in this strong energy, that yes, I'm ready for my position. I can very much take in love and compassion still, and that the enemy did not turn me cold and dark. That I can very much feel emotions and compassion, and that it's also been allowing me to release those emotions, but not get in that energy of it derailing me from my mission and my path, if that makes sense. So for some of you, if you're needing to go through these situations at this time, it's a beautiful thing to be in this empowered energy, but you don't want to be in it too much, because you need to keep that balance, right? You need to be in that balance of divine feminine, divine masculine. A lot of you were going through a healing, right? It's very powerful if you are going through this healing while battling devils. Let me tell you what. This is about empowerment, right? A lot of you are just so freaking powerful that you have been going through a major leveling up, an awakening, an ascension, reaching these new heights and these limits, dealing with devils, dealing with demonic forces, dealing with all of this chaos. You guys have been able to find solace and time to do all of this with all of this chaotic energy. Like, and this goes to any empress, any divine that has leveled up and went through any sort of ascension, because let me tell you what, I'm sure you all know the spiritual warfare and the fights and the chaos and all of this stuff, but you have not given up. They just want to make sure that you are not too much in this masculine energy. So you need to have that self-love. That's why I felt very empowered today to do that International Women's Day. Like, you need to love yourself. If you haven't bought yourself a gift, you need to go buy yourself a gift. I bought myself a gift today. You need to buy yourself a gift, right? Do something to for you, for the work, for the love. It's very, very important to have self-love. And maybe if you don't have money to buy yourself a gift, but you can do something nice for yourself. And just, you need to do something, right? This is such a beautiful time. I'm getting, like, treat yourself like a princess, like a queen, like a goddess, Put your crown back on if somebody has taken that off. Yeah, so anyway, I'm getting that you're right on track. I'm told to give that message. And remember, even this can be a timeless reading. Whenever you come across this reading, it's meant for you. This is just in real time. I like to call out the energies I'm connecting with. The Virgo full moon, International Women's Day. So March 8th is the night. March 8th is when I'm creating this, right? So yeah, there's a new beginning here now with the Fool card energy. See, 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, right? You guys were in this energy of being trapped and stuck. It appeared to be that way, right? But it was only a reflection. That I was picking up in a reading earlier about mirror magic. A lot of your illusions were due to spell work, and now that you've ascended and risen above this, that you're seeing more clearly, you're getting a higher level perception of things too. And I feel to tell you too, since I brought up those spirit animals that were brought to me today, because you're coming in on this vibration that I'm at, those are the spirit animals that I got today. So you can look those up as well. A baby fawn, an owl. I seen a lotus flower today too, which represents spiritual awakening and ascension. So I'm calling those out. If you notice that you've seen a lotus flower today, or you're seeing it after this, it's confirmation that you've gone through an awakening and ascension, or you could be seeing those spirit animals, or they could relate to you somehow. So 7 of Wands is here. So you're definitely, look, you're creating boundaries. Look, and to me, it's like they're all next to her too. They're beautiful too. They look like wands with jewels on them. And 9 of Cups. Yeah, you're in this beautiful energy of contentment, of love and light, loving yourself. I just realized this seeing the 9, another 7. So 7 of Swords. There was definitely lies, betrayals. This is what they were doing. They were trying to distract you. You know, and that's how you can have compassion for people too. These people that you may have been realizing that were deceiving you and causing these betrayals. Some of them didn't even realize that they were embodying devil energy. If they were using drugs or alcohol, they were. For some of them, they didn't realize it, but the enemy was using them against you. That's why you have compassion for them, right? Because they obviously went to those things or got controlled by the devil because they, in fact, had some woundings. They needed some healing. See, there's 5 of Cups here, so representing sadness, loss, separation. I'm getting strongly this energy of a breakup here. Okay. But Princess of Swords. So now you're in this energy of strategizing. Somebody cut some things off, defended themselves. Now they're in this energy of planning. Yeah, 8 of Cups. Somebody walked away here. Yeah. They needed to walk away. And Ace of Swords. And then there's clarity and truth. Some sort of truth came out. Some sort of realization. Somebody got some sort of truth that they needed to walk away for them to have fairness. They were not getting what was fair. 6 of Swords. Movement. Definitely needing to move away from chaos. They were told to. You were told to. If you're being told to, if you want to level up, you want to get into your goddess energy and your goddess power, you need to move away from devil energy. So if you've got revealed to you that there's devil energy, that there's toxicity around you, and you stay there, you're sacrificing your mission, your divine purpose, your plan. You're turning your back to it. So it's either you turn your back to your devil or you turn your back to us. You know, and sometimes some of you can't physically. This card represents this card represents movement. Sorry, it doesn't necessarily have to be in the physical, because God can send in reinforcements, can send in ways to get you out of situations. Sometimes it's just simply telling them. Like, that's the first step. If you tell Source Divine, like, okay, I'm done. 13:33 on the clock as I say that. If you say, that's it, I'm done, maybe you need to express that to them. Maybe you need to use your throat chakra, right? And express and communicate what you feel. Say what you want. Tell Divine Source Spirit, I'm done, move me away. I want out. They will find you a way, some sort of movement, something like that. So sometimes it's just simply telling Divine Source Spirit, or telling yourself, or whatever this may be. But yeah, major world cycle closed out. Yeah, because now there's enlightenment. Somebody got some sort of enlightenment. Somebody ascended to this 5D energy. Got into their 5D Christ consciousness by doing so. Look at that activation. Can you see it? Her crown. I've moved my camera. Can you see it? Her lit up there. So direct divine connection. So that's what I mean. You don't have to go very far. I mean, you always have Divine Source Spirit with you, but you're getting direct divine guidance. So Divine can hear you clearly, right? And 4 of Wands. Yeah, look, she's turning her back. Some of you needed to turn your back away from family, friends. This could be letting go of a foundation, leaving a home, leaving a house, right? Because she's got her back turned. This is definitely somebody that had to walk away from something maybe that they thought was going to be a union or some sort of security, a long-term relationship. Could have been a marriage. Wow. Very powerful. Yeah, 4 of Cups. There was a missed opportunity here. Wasn't on your fault, though. Was not on your part. Part of it was your karmic justice. For you to get your karmic justice, your karma for them. For some of you chosen, you need to know that. Yeah, to get your divine love. For some of you, it's the final thing. It's like your final test. For you to get your confidence is to walk away from this. Ace of Cups to 2 of Cups. To prove that you ain't going to settle for less. It's like now your true love is here. Go get it. For a lot of you, that's literally what's happening. Chosen, you're meant to be living a life of love and light. And know that if you're not in that energy, if somebody's holding you back from that, it's attached to the devil somehow. Because these challenges and obstacles are done. We've done all of the healing and everything. The final part was healing ourselves. That's a transition that we've been going through. So what you're allowing to happen to you is due to the enemy. You've already been told it's time to go. If you have not been told, it's confirmation. It's time to go. It's time for you to have your divine life. You're meant to live a life of love and light. And anybody that's holding you back from that, 1616, is karmic, is toxic. For some divine masculines that you were destined to be with, some of them, they had karmics that they didn't do their healing. And that's part of the journey, is that some of you have to leave your divine masculines behind, because if they're not on a level with you, you're putting your self-worth down. You're not in balance. You're putting your self-worth down if you're staying in those situations. So you need to remove yourself. And for some of you, there's new contracts that have been written for some of these divine masculines that have taken too long to leave behind these karmic partners. That's what I mean. Like, so you being chosen, you're supposed to be living a life of love and light. So if you choose to stay in a situation and wait, 7 of Coins, then you're holding yourself back. And you're going to miss your leveling up, and you're going to get stuck in repeating a cycle, because we're still under this Virgo full moon energy. I mean, I don't know, but justice is here for you. You just have to go get it. So, the second part is chosen. Your karmic justice is for some of you. You had certain people that you had to come across, that you had to have connections with. For when you walked away from them, karma came down on them, because you don't cross the chosen. And as soon as you do, and that chosen pulls back their energy and walks away, karma comes down. So for some of you, some of these people that crossed you, it was for them to see God, divine source, for them to see how far they were going to cross you. If you were going to be able to get the demons out, if you were going to be able to, because you guys do have the ability to get demons and exercise them out, or however you say that, to get them out. But for some, if they were such strongholds, some of them had soul ties to devils, some of them had sold their souls and things like that, and have went into contracts with the devil himself. So those, you can't save those people. So they have to want to be saved, right? They have to break those contracts, which I don't know how you break a contract with the devil. I'm not going to get into that. I don't know how that works. But I'm just saying, for some of you, like, so you have to get away from that. Gosh, felt like I need to cleanse my space now. I don't like getting into that energy. But for some of you, if you've got aware that people were being in that dark, sadistic energy, some of you got some clarity, got shown some things, seen some signs, seen whatever. You need to pull your energy back. It's like you stay in these connections, especially if they were lovers, and you keep doing sacred energy exchanges, having sex with them, letting those demons run through you. You don't get to, being a divine. You don't get to be a goddess. You don't get to get your God power and all of that. Some of them knew that. So that's what I mean. You've had some things revealed to you. So if you choose to stay in these situations and not make movements, then you're choosing to abandon your mission, your divine mission. So yeah, for some of you, like, it was to see if, you know, you can get the demons out, get them back to the light. And if, you know, if they chose to, you are a blessing. You come across a chosen, an angel in your life. We're avenging angels here, as chosen are. You come with the angel. We're either a blessing or karma. You know, you're blessed to be in the presence of an angel, to have an angel in your world. And if you let go of all of the darkness, and you damn well know that angel tried, and that you tried, because that's our divine mission, to save people and send them love and light. So if you sent them love and light, and you couldn't flip them to the light, and they chose to hold on to that darkness, and once you pull back your energy and you walk away, that's when their karmic justice comes down. You don't cross the chosen. So for some of you, God sent you into these things for you to be able to see, oh, yep, I'm back out of it. However long you stayed in, that was on you, because you knew. Being chosen, you're always divinely protected and guided and all sorts of stuff. And you got a whole spiritual team, right? That's giving you messages. It's guiding you. So, you were protected. They were watched. We both were watched. Everybody's always watched. But anyway, so they wanted to see how far they would cross you. Okay? And if they didn't flip and you had to walk away, then their karmic justice comes down. And for crossing your chosen, it's a lot more karma. You're getting punished by God. Chosen, we chosen by God. That's going against God. So you get your, I mean, I don't know whatever the karma is. That's between God, the intent, the devil, whatever was done. All I know. I'm going to leave that alone. Yeah, 9 of Cups. So anyway, like I said, I had to cleanse the space. Let me get out of that energy. So for some of you, like, yeah, literally, you were supposed to, it's like their way of getting known to 2211. A lot of things go dismissed. Karma always catches up, but some things can go on for some time before they get caught. Look at that, 2222. But it's like God always knows where his chosen are. And as soon as the chosen walk away, that's when God comes in. Because God's not going to impose the karma and risk getting his angel hurt. So, as soon as his angel walks away, that's when the karma comes in. And it could come in for them. It could come in for their family, people. However, like I said, I'm not going to get into, I don't want to get into that. I mean, somebody's definitely coming into a lot because I'm feeling this very heavy. I'm getting somebody's very worried because somebody knows. Some of these people were warned. Some were warned. Some knew that you were chosen and were after your gifts. Some of you knew that. Some of you were going to see how far they were going to go because you were still trying to help them and save them. Because some of you were actually dealing with your counterparts. And it's hard to leave your counterpart behind, but you know what? There's new contracts. There are new contracts. All right, let's clear out that energy. So, all right, I'm going to leave this alone now. So anyway, that's very beautiful. So I did I pulled so many different decks. So let's move on. Let's go to the self-care. So I did a very beautiful romance angel reading. It's not for everybody, but that was my first one of this night. 20 through 44. Let's get some self-care. Self-care cards for the empowered divine feminines. Nourish your temple. Ooh. Yeah, you definitely need to do that. Like I said, this is like an initiation too. A lot of you need to get really clean, right? Feeling better. Like I was doing a lot of cleansing today with sound healing and vibrational healing and trying to clear out dark energies, attachments, the cords and all of that stuff. So, you know, I took a couple different spiritual baths today. You know, buying yourself some things. Hydrating is something I need to work on. Definitely need to hydrate. But nourish your temple, they're showing me, so that's very significant, whatever that may look like for you. For some of you, they want you to meditate, spending some time too right? In quiet. And they want you to read. Okay, so read. That could be very beneficial too. It's very healing. Could get you guys some knowledge into some things, because a lot of you are going to be assessing other gifts. Ooh, and working with crystals can be very healing for you too. Because a lot of you are going to be studying about new gifts. Soaking a bath. It's beautiful. Lighting candles, things like that. But yeah, a lot of you are going to be remember getting past like the torch. So a lot of you are going to be getting like past the torch of some new gifts, or getting told or guided to some new types of healing and types of things that that you're going to be studying, that you're going to be working with, because you're getting new spiritual gifts, right? Deep breathing is going to be very beneficial too for releasing pent up energy. Cleansing your space too, right? I was doing Florida water. I filled up a whole bottle with spraying it everywhere, cleansing my space today, bringing in new energy and things like that. Singing, yep, we're singing today too. You know, raises your vibration, elevates, builds your strength up. Is going to be beneficial too, right? It's going to make you feel better too. Abundance planning and make an altar. I could go with this entire deck, so I'm going to stop there. But those were the main messages that were coming out. So like I was saying, I'm feeling very powerful with this energy of threes, right? Because it's about aligning heart, mind, spirit, soul. So I was pulling like 3 decks for each reading is what I was trying to do. And then I realized that I stopped on 2 because the romance angel reading just blew my mind. I was like, oh my gosh. So, oh, this is a cute deck. Believe in your own magic. I pulled this one. So we'll do this one to make this the 3rd reading. Or the 3rd deck I pull. And definitely watch whatever you guys feel guided to. See, put your crown back on if somebody was like after your crown. Somebody was trying to take like your royalty away. People don't understand why people are chosen. I mean, you're chosen by God to be a high vibrational soul. Like nobody has any idea what we endure and what we go through and how we transmute everybody's pain and energy that we come into contact with. Nobody understands that. So the fact that we have these beautiful lives, right, where we get to be of love and light, and the higher we are, people just don't understand, and people are jealous and envious of that. And we're still able to transmute a lot of that energy out of people, and they still are after. Why people just can't be happy for people and their blessings. I don't get it. So anyway, this is a big thing that was going on with Divine Feminine. And for a lot of you, it's last test, confidence. Having that confidence. So you had to do something to prove your confidence. That you weren't going to let somebody take advantage of you. Like if you have somebody lie to you, you're going to let somebody lie to your face, let somebody disrespect you. You didn't have confidence to stand up for yourself. RED, red. That's interesting. And forgive. So they want you to forgive. I'm getting this strong energy. You need to forgive yourself. Look, take yourself out on a date. Wasn't I saying in this reading, buy yourself a gift, right? Take yourself out on a date. Maybe you don't have a lot of money to spend. Like, it doesn't have to be little. Like, I love to go on treasure hunts, I don't go to the mall. Like, I know they sell these things online and in the mall. That's not where I found it. I found it on my treasure hunts. My treasure hunts is like go to the local stores that are in my town and area. So, princess, you can be your own knight. Look how beautiful. Stars, you can manifest your every wish. Ooh. Yeah, remember this is the second time we got that. You can manifest your every wish. And wasn't it in the other deck, the self-care, it was saying to write an abundance list. For some of you, like, God wants to know what you want. God, divine source, like, you an empress now. It's time to start. putting yourself down. Like a lot of you proved yourself, right? And now there's things starting to come in for you. And I seen a shark symbolism earlier, great white shark. Because I've been paying a lot of attention to spirit animals, and now I got this shark here that says swim away from the situation. What's interesting too is the shark symbolism, like it was showing me like you could be in danger, like they're protecting you from something. I was getting it as like a warning of like protection, because then I've been getting energy, like mad energy, like I've been feeling, like I told you, I've been going through situations and eliminating devil energy in my life, right? And yeah, some people are not happy about it, and especially since they know that I know. So yeah, but like I said, I'm trusting in divine source spirit to protect me, because I don't give in to fear. And I know that God will guide me and protect me, and I know that if I'm told to go somewhere and make movement, like I'm very obedient and I will listen. But I did get the shark symbolism. And what's interesting is this is like a shark, but it's like a half shark and a half man. So maybe for some of you, like you have somebody coming in that's physically going to be telling you like it's time to go, or some sort of movement. She looks a little bit like alarmed, like worried, like, okay, like right now, like, okay. And so if you have somebody coming in that's telling you to make some sort of movement, like, come on, you need to come with me, let's go. Like, I don't even like to give it out there like that, because like trust what you're feeling. Like if somebody invites you to go somewhere, like I don't mean it like, I don't want to mean like some stranger comes to you and you got this bad feeling and then you trust that bad feeling. That's not what I mean. What I more mean is that it's like she kind of seems shocked by this offer. Like maybe just like somebody comes in, it's like, I would like to take you out on a date, or I'd like to do this, or something like that. Like just don't turn down those type of situations. I don't think you're going to be aware that you're getting protected. It's kind of like this energy I'm getting. It's like God sending somebody in so you're not hurt, like, so you're not alone. Like, I'm going to tell you guys about a situation that happened one time before. It was like, I got a very, very bad situation. I was out walking around at night by myself, and I shouldn't have been, because it was late or whatever, but I felt safe because of the hotel that I was at. But I was kind of in the back of the hotel, and it was during spring break time and stuff, and like, I kind of got the feeling like it's like the middle of the night, but I couldn't sleep or whatever, so I was out walking, and anyway, there was like a group of guys that were partying, and all of a sudden they were yelling at me, and I got the feeling, run. I was told, run. I was like, I'm in the middle of the hotel, why would I run? And then all of a sudden I heard the guys laughing, and I started to hear their feet. Like, I didn't even look back. I just heard their feet, and I knew they were running at me. So I immediately ran, and then I had heard like run upstairs. And my room was downstairs on the floor that I was at, but I was told to run up the stairs. And then I was told to go right. And I ran up the stairs and I went right. And right as I did that, I walked right into a woman that was walking out of her room. And immediately the group of guys seen me with that woman right there, and they ran back the other way. And it's like they guided me to be right in, you know what I mean, for her to come out, because that split second or whatever deterred them, right? And you know, I told her what had gone on or whatever, so I waited there for a few minutes or whatever, and then when I felt safe I went back to my room or whatever. But it was kind of like, you see how God will guide you to certain people, and it's like if she wouldn't have came out, you know, they would have caught up to me or whatever. I was tired after running up the stairs, and especially when I was scared and I got the feeling like, what, I'm already tired. Like I had ran down like a whole side of the building. I was like, now run up the stairs, when, you know, normally I would have thought just run around the rest of the building and go back to my room or whatever. But I was told to run up those stairs, so I did. So I'm getting this energy like you got to trust what you're feeling. God, source, divine guides you, and that's by like, I won't give in to fear. And it's like, I've learned from that, like I'm in hotels again, I don't go out walking around and sleep by myself. But I know that, I think they're bringing that back to me for me to remember too, because now I'm in this empowered decision. It's like when I was in that situation before, it was like I had a guy that I was with, so I felt more empowered and safe, and maybe they're reminding me of that now, that now that I'm making movements in my life and stuff, I need to be more careful and I am more in that independent masculine energy, but to still be careful. But yeah, for some of you, like, you're literally, you know, in a situation that was trained dangerous, especially the devil, you know, is upping their game, right? New levels, new devils, and especially somebody that's awakening these gifts and these abilities. And if you're starting to express yourself and call yourself out, like for some of you, maybe you need to, if you feel that you need to, like, really express yourself, but you don't feel it would be safe, or like you need, like if you feel like you need to end a situation and not do it in person because it could be dangerous, then trust that and maybe escape quietly and leave a note or something like that if you feel safer. Don't think like, oh, I didn't express, because you could straight up express yourself and your feelings through words, right? In a letter, a text, but you want to make sure that they get it or whatever. But I'm just saying, if you feel as though you're unsafe, or have somebody with you or something like that. But yeah, there's another symbolism of a shark, and it's coming in a warning. So there's definitely a warning for somebody. Wow. All right. So I'm going to leave that there. Okay. Remember to practice self-love. Love this. See that there. And paint the sun back into your sky. So for some of you, like, there's been a lot of darkness, right? People have been trying to cover it up. They want you to paint the sun back into your sky. And stars, you can manifest. Yeah, I read that one. So beautiful. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to close out this reading. That was 3, right? Yes, 3 decks. So, all right, I'm going to close out this reading. I'm saying love and light to all of you. Definitely subscribe to my channel if you have not. As you were guided to me for a reason, know that. And watch whatever you guys feel guided to. I think I have time for more, because I still want to pull from the beautiful goddess decks that I have here and get some more messages. And then the shaman deck that I have, the medicine woman, is very powerful. I pulled the Muse Tarot and Soul Helper Oracle. So I've got some more beautiful decks. I mean, when you catch this, the reading will probably be down below, but if they're not, there's more to come. All right, love and light to all of you. Bye.